say that you were that person's manager or the CEO or boss or mom, like you were above that person, like status wise, and they were responsible for reporting to you or asking you questions. And they were like, "Hey, Sarah, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing good." "Yeah, so, anyways, I'm really stressed about whether or not I should use the blue paper or the red paper in order to print the copies of the document because I don't really know which copy of the document I need to do or which page I need to do my homework on it. And yeah, but I'm really grateful for the paper and I'm really grateful that you gave it to me. By the way, I'm sorry for cutting up that other piece of paper. I didn't really mean to do that. But anyways, yeah, the blue paper or the red paper. I'm not hearing from you. Can you please speak to me? Please, please. I feel like you're not talking back to me. Oh my gosh, like I don't know. I just feel like you're not there. Are you there? Are you listening to me? Okay, thanks. Bye." And that's the end of the conversation. And you're like, that's not a conversation. That was you ranting for however long about what you wanted to talk about and your concerns and never giving me a chance to even answer any of your questions because you never sat there and expected an answer. You didn't give space for an answer. So, hearing from God sometimes is about creating space for Him to speak. And my favorite way to do this is just to slow down. And one of the ways to slow down in prayer is to write it out because you can only write but so fast. And it allows other thoughts to come up while you're writing. So you're writing down, "Hey, God, I don't know whether to use the blue construction paper or the red construction paper or the pink construction paper for my project. Can you please let me know what construction paper to use?" And then what I want you to do is to pause and create space for God to give you an answer. And the thing is that you may feel slightly like in your gut, in your body, in your brain, something may pop up like, well, maybe you should do the pink one. I want you to write that down. Like, don't second guess that. Write that down and write it down in a different color ink. Write it down in like a different font. Like, if you can like slant your font a little bit or highlight it or put a little space so that you can see the separation. Write out what you feel like that gut feeling is telling you, like, oh, you should go with the pink paper. And then I want you to continue like normal. So if you have been anxious in your prayers, continue like normal. I may have talked about this in the past video, but continue like normal. And you're going to say something like, okay, but I really feel like maybe I should use the red paper because blah, 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 blah. And then give space again. You hear, nope, like I want you to still use the pink paper. Or maybe you'll hear, oh, maybe the blue paper will be better. And then you can kind of go back and track the conversation and see where it seemed like God was speaking versus your anxieties were coming up. One way that people also say to do this is to check what God is saying against scripture. So if God, like, for example, God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So if you go back and you're looking in those spaces where God wrote and it's speaking fear into your